10,000 years really gives you a crick in the neck. I think it's only 30 years though, to be fair. I must have slept funny or something, because I just had this nagging pain in my neck all day. But other than that, I can't really say I have any complaints about the weekend. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday. We are back. More 2K25. Qualifying for TGC Tours is done. We are officially in the Platinum Tour. We will be playing those rounds later this week. We are heading back into Pre-Trusim today, as well as just making sure that we're locked and loaded for the week. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. If you're watching on Twitch or if you're watching on YouTube live, that is, because this will be... Oh god, okay. My bots are all messed up, so let's disable that. Okay, yeah, no, we're just gonna get rid of it. It's all firing upon itself. It's all fire. Holy crap. What is happening? What is happening? Okay, apparently I don't know how to... Apparently I don't know how to make commands with this. So... What is happening? Pending actions. Clear it. Clear... No. How do... What is going on? How do I clear the... How do I clear it? Clear. What in the world? Pause. Oh my god. I don't know what I did. Okay. So I saw you sneak in there, guy. Hope you're doing well. Johnny, welcome back. Happy Monday. We're gonna change the title. We're just gonna put the word drops in the titles. I straight up don't know what happened there. Whatever it was not detecting the it was not detecting things properly. It was supposed to trigger on the word drops, but it must have just triggered on like a chat message. So when Johnny said hello, it created this feedback loop where the bot counted as it just respond to any message, even though it was supposed. So I don't know what I did there, but that was terrifying and hilarious. Okay, well, I cleaned it up. Yeah, I've never tried to make a command through StreamerBot before. Yeah, way to go, Johnny. Definitely not my fault. I've never tried to make a command through StreamerBot before. I always do it through my Twitch bot, but I was like, oh, but I want to have the command on YouTube so that people watching on YouTube know that they can go to Twitch and watch. That was chaos. That was absolute chaos. Alrighty then. Alright, so we still need to finish another career event. 12 daily quests we're not going to be able to get done, because we're going to get... Yeah, these have a day. So we can only get 6 more daily quests done, so we're not going to have played enough to get those done. Alright, that's unfortunate. They want us to play Technician. 15 shots onto the green. We'll definitely play some ranked later once we're through our main stuff. And Technician there. Alright, so let's do this. Let's start with Technician then. And then we'll play Sculptor and get locked and loaded with that. So let's load into Nick Tech. I saw, and I don't know how many people this has happened to, but I saw in Discord today somebody mentioning that they accidentally deleted their main character. And like there's no way to lock, which is kind of surprising, but there's no way to lock your characters. So like you can make 10 my players, but it's very easy to delete it. Now I don't know if they were trying to reset their my career and they deleted it instead, but I guess the amount of prompting that they give you is pretty minimal. Kind of scary stuff. Like kind of scary stuff there. Alright, so we go to Riviera, and then on our Sculptor, we are pretty close to the end of that first season. Alright, well, we haven't picked up the game since Thursday, and we start quad perfect, so that's pretty good. Hold 10 seconds to delete prompt. Something along that line, Silver Panther. Something along that line. Like, I press and hold an extra dialogue box. I know in some games they allow you to like favorite or like put locks on certain things, right? Like you could definitely do something like that as well. Just a little extra protection, I think, would be quite useful. Alright. Even on the 151 greens, it still gets stuck. I don't think I want to take too much off of this. We're gonna hit it, it's gonna break low, and then kind of hold up. Okay, that was actually carrying some speed. That's one thing that I don't quite know in this game quite yet, which is gonna be tough because I know we're playing on one. I think we play on some pretty fast greens. I guess not today, that's later this week. But we should probably use some rub of the green as warm-ups to get used to more plat-like conditions. Because plat is definitely going to be pretty brutal out there, I would say. That's something we'll definitely need to be mindful of. I'm a little bit shocked by that. Alright, gotta make sure we're up and down. Close on the face, but you know, I think that the starting line is probably the most important thing when it comes to the chip. The putt, I feel like, is pretty balanced. Like, obviously, we want to be as close to upright as possible, but the chips are pretty tough. Also, probably the biggest thing to get used to here on the Technician build is that we don't have the same shaping that we have on our Sculptor. That's going to be the main differentiator. Playing one 110, 115, 160. I actually think 56 degree. I mean, if this gets the right bounce, like that's fade. So like that's more the straight ball. I think one thing that happens is I probably get hung out. I probably get hung out to the right on some of these draw shots. You know, I probably get hung out to the right on some of these draw shots. Yeah, what's going on, Pseudo? We'll call it about 220. That's what it's playing. I close the face. Uh-oh. This isn't gonna be good. I don't think... Well, actually, it's too far to super flop anyway. So this is like land it in close. I don't have the boost, so this is gonna go really, really poorly. Not the worst thing if I would have finished that contact in a better spot. Yeah, what's going on, Kine? Welcome back. Tips for putting without the meter? So if you're putting on, I would say anything above like 130 greens, most of your stuff, like, I don't know, 50-60% power and in, like if I put it on practice swing here, is going to be at about just past your back foot. See how that's 60% power, and even if I take it back to 46% power, so 40% is where it starts to be a little bit shorter, and inside your foot, it's pretty lenient. And then like if you go out here, 70% is just like a little bit of a hold into your backswing. So you just kind of learn, okay, shorter putts, I don't have to hold as long. There's kind of a tempo to it. So it's like down and back, and then like on the longer ones, it's kind of, for me, is like down, hold, through, down, hold, through, down, hold, through. And so like you start to learn kind of some of the animation on it. On slower greens, you're going to need more percentage to hit further. Yeah, so you're going to have more of the longer putts. But that's kind of the way that I have been thinking about it. Like that's 60%, so I know I don't have to hold it very long. That putt just didn't break, but it's mostly up here. It's mostly up in your head. You know, trust it and don't be scared, and that will take you a good ways. Ball is well above the feet, but the wind is tailing off that way. Kind of like it. I kind of want to go a little bit more to the right because the way that's going to bounce and release. It's playing about 150. That would carry me to the flag. That's gonna land me a little bit short and bounce it. And then I need a little bit to compensate for the run out here. just didn't turn over as much. Maybe, you know what? The one thing I didn't factor is, like, as I'm partialing it, that also matters on the right to left. I was gonna say, you gotta have the legs. Come on, man. Hey, what's going on, Jet Ski? Yeah, Easter was good. Hope yours was well. Hope yours was well also. We hosted and we were eating some leftovers tonight. Some leftover ham and mac and cheese. Still have a little bit of leftovers for tomorrow as well. Oh, come on. Oh, that's close. Off to the grocery store, then you can sit down and watch the game. Sounds good, Pseudo. Safe travels. We're in a bowl. The question is, like, how much movement is there? Okay. Good guesstimation. Glad to hear that, Jet Ski. Yeah, we had some nice weather too. I'm actually, because I don't really know what shaping I can get out of this technician, I'm gonna move it as far as I possibly can. Uh-oh, left it a little open. Oh, we're gonna have a line. Falls above the feet. Heavy rough. Lie seems decent though. Lie actually seems pretty decent out of the rough. Oh, just barely. Just barely. Need to be a better chipper. I feel like I'm getting better at the actual, like, inputs to it, but I feel like the reads aren't quite there yet. I think this is fine. Ooh, that is a tight that is a tight spot that we're hitting there. Downhill lie out to the left, 160s, lot of wind. It's probably playing almost up into the 180s. I don't have any of the choke shots though. Play on this 7 here. Well, that's pretty good the way it's cutting. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, we're not shooting poorly at all, especially considering that this technician is not really all that leveled. It's like level 41. I mean, I know it's at least overall 85. Maybe it's 90 overall. I guess it might have enough of the main stats. But this will be a good test of making sure we can get the correct angles on the wind. It's playing 202. Give it another. I mean, it's playing like 214, so a 4-iron should be pretty good into it. It's gonna want to turn right to left, but it's up the hill. That wind should be pushing it somewhere here. I see, I'm still a little bit off. I mean, the slope is helpful there, but I mean, we're still effectively like 3 yards too far to the left. And that's just not really a place that you want to be. No. Really? Gotta hit that just a touch firmer, I guess. Because I think I had the read right. Do I have... I don't think I have the pick shot on this character. Say if I have the pick, then we're 100% going for it. Since I don't have the pick, what we're gonna actually do is try and hit this driver. And if we end up out the back left, then we have an uphill chip or an uphill just regular splash shot. That's a little bit further than I would have liked, because now we have the bunker in play. Oh boy, alright, well this got real bad real quick. It's 86%. Oh, it's a pretty vertical finish. Alright, lucked out. That was not vertical enough. I think that's my one struggle with the flop shots, is making sure that that finish is vertical enough. I feel like I always end up too far the other way. Yeah, what's going on, Mad Golfer? Welcome back. It's going well. We're just getting warmed up here. We're gonna play some TrueSim later. I'm kind of excited to get back into that. We've played a little bit of TrueSim in our Legend TrueSim career mode series, but we haven't actually played like TGC TrueSim. I mean, I think we played maybe 2 rounds towards the end of 23. It's definitely been a minute. TrueSim Lucas? Yeah, man. Got a problem with it? Huh? Got a problem with it? Buddy? Wow. Directly pin high, but there's everything. Absolutely everything taken out of it. There you go. That's what you like to see. I don't know, we'll see how it goes, Lucas. It's kind of one of those, I wanna see how we do, and I also just want to see how the reception is, right? New game. I don't want to say new audience, because it's not like a fully new audience of people, but there is definitely a new wave. So I'm interested to see what the perception and the reception is like. Can you hear me now? Good. Ever played TrueSim or watched any streamer play it, to your knowledge? It's definitely a bit slower, and I think that's why a lot of people don't enjoy it as much from a viewing perspective. There's a lot more you have to try and deduce in a round. You know, you don't have grids, you don't have scout cam, so it is a bit slower. So yeah, it's definitely not for everybody, but I personally have enjoyed it in the past, so yeah, we'll see. I partial it that much. The wind is not taking it, Colby. I partial it that much. The wind is not taking it. Stop doing that. %. It's gonna finish left, isn't it? Oh wow. It's kind of scared there to partial it too much, but you gotta partial it enough. You gotta partial it enough, because I suppose. The important piece of information there? Almost. Almost. Honestly, the way that chip played, it almost makes you wonder, like, should you have played some sort of putt? I feel like you could have had pretty similar success because all the break was at the end. There was no break that you could cut out. I'll be curious to watch the plat leaderboard and stuff as the week unfolds. I know in qualifying there was one username that was removed out of the top, well, I guess T1. One of the scores was removed, so I'm, just how much we, are we gonna see any more, any more names removed, or are things gonna stay pretty clean? Hopefully they stay clean. You obviously want as fair of competition as possible. Oh, that almost made it. Ah, Christopher, thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, okay then. Well, okay then, Zane. Hello. Hello, Zane and company. What's going on? Thank you for the raid, Clumsy Ninja. What's up? Dylan, how's it going? I am playing on Legend right now. Zane, welcome back, of course. Jay Sporty, what's going on, man? Adam, Nate, how we doing? Mr. Mojo Ryzen, Nate Bizzletang, thank you for the follows. Eon1, what's up? Nuka-Cola Hunter, how you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Colby. We play probably way too much of this game. We're playing some Legend career mode to get warmed up today. We're gonna be diving into some TGC Tours Trusim later in the stream. Those of you that are following along with the TGC Tours, we qualified in Plat on the main tour, so we'll be playing that later this week. Green Room, thank you for the follow. Crush your rounds today? Get in there, Zane. You finished Elite then, right? 43 was Elite? Hey, no worries, Zane. I appreciate you bringing your people over. Take it easy, dude. Thanks for trusting me. So turn your swing meter off, Dylan. It's this one right here. Shot setup feedback. Eon1, John Armpit, thank you guys very much for the follows. Clumsy Ninja, get in there as well. So it's shot setup feedback. If you set it to fade, it's going to show up in the beginning and then it will fade away, but off is what they're running on TGC. Thank you for the follow, Dylan. So, while we're here, these are the settings we're playing our career mode on. They're pretty much TGC Plat settings. We've got it on Legend. Legend swing, no vibration. We've got our lie grid off, and we've got no shot setup feedback. Right now, we're just we're trying to level up our technician slash get some get some quests done for the technician here. But we are sculptor main, so any fellow sculptor gang people out there, I'm with you. I'm a big fan of the sculptor. Very, very big fan of the sculptor. All right, come on. Let's throw one in here for Zane and company. Just a little bit of underswing, but that's okay. Because it's bouncing back into that corner. I'm really sad to think that 2% could have had a chance at a hole-in-one. It could have. Hey, thank you for the 5 streams, guy. Enjoy your lurk. Get your settings to challenge circuit settings. Took the plunge and joined TGC this year. Get in there, jet ski. Yeah, you and everyone and their mothers got in on TGC this year. It is absolutely crazy how many people signed up. I know part of it is probably because everybody thought that like scores over par could make it, but I also think there's just a lot to be said about that that post in the Reddit gaining traction. Like that and the TGC societies are the most, some of the most populated in the game. Like the combination of those two things got a lot of people interested, which is awesome. I hope the interest stays up. I hope it's not just because like, oh, we could have, I thought I could qualify with 20 over for the tournament. Like I hope going forward here, that was the weirdest spin, but I'll take it. That there are people that are looking to play and watch and like continuing to get better. And I'm here to, never be scared to ask questions. I'm always happy to try and help. Yeah, what's going on, Wiker Guy? No, I did not. We've been live for 40 minutes. I'm still playing career mode. We'll be playing rounds 1 and 2 tonight, is the plan. Played your quality at plus 11, but your last round was actually 1 under. Hey, there you go. Under par on the last round. That round gave people a lot of conniptions. Me being me, that was my best round, because that was the round that I finally made some putts. I shot 16 under, which I know, now saying that after you said you shot 1, sounds a lot worse, but it's real life. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Alright, this is playing like somewhere up close to 220. The hybrid's too much. I don't have an in-between shot. I could try and overpower the 4-iron, which I don't think has the legs. 209. If I think it's playing about 220 over... What the hell? Give it a little D-loft and spin here and then go for the... Got 102 on it. Honestly, not the worst thing. Yeah, that's not the worst, because otherwise I had to take a partial 3 hybrid there and try and guesstimate the right amount on it, which would not necessarily be the most fun. Oh, too much pace. I guess not really that much. Not that much too much, but definitely took out more of the break than I wanted to. Hey, good evening, Richard. Newest to Master, shot +2 in the qualifier, went into freakish practice mode, posted 3,300 on this week's qualifier. Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, like, or I guess the big, like, point of note or whatever you want to call it for people is the TGC qualifier was on like an elite to plat course with kinetic conditions, and now going into CC this week, which is also the qualifier, like you're getting CC conditions on a CC course. So just kind of goes to show like the different levels to courses and conditions that you can see in this game, and like what higher and higher tours start to deal with. You know, firmer, faster, more wind, more undulation, you know, longer. You know, CC courses tend to be a lot flatter, you know, a lot shorter. Get some more, you know, more eagle opportunities. You're built for CC then, for sure. Right now. But what I will say to anybody that's playing Torque hard or not, I won't say necessarily play plat unless you really want to like test the waters and see what it's like. Play kinetic, play elite as practice, because those will have, yes, they will have harder settings, but it'll get you used to, okay, well, what's it like without vibration? What's it like when I don't have the wind meter telling me the exact number? What's it like when there's a little more undulation? You know, things are firmer. Like, just expose yourself to it. It will do you a ton of good down the stretch and just give you more reps on on conditions and difficulty settings that you're going to be, you know, playing competitively on. I think it can only do well because, you know, the other way to look at it is like if you're playing harder stuff, when you go to the easy stuff, it is gonna be, you're gonna be like, oh, like this is so easy. So that's like the funky thing of like those courses too. Like CC is probably going to have wider fairways and different things. Effectively, you're putting yourself into situations where when you miss, maybe you're still going to find some fairway or light rough, whereas on a harder track, you're not going to have that luxury. And so then your input errors start to compound, right? And so people are like, oh my gosh, like these guys, you know, shot over par or like barely under par. They qualified for a low card and they're shooting 15 under, 17 under in the first round. It's like, yeah, I mean, that is a thing that is possible when people have game experience and they get put in a situation where they're not in the crap as much, have more eagle opportunities. Like, they can string some things together and really set themselves up well. Maybe the putter gets hot because they're finding more greens. So it's definitely the type of thing to be mindful of, but it also means that it's out there for anybody to go and get. All right, tailor-made product testing. Excellent. Trusim terrifies you though, Nate? Yeah, it is scary at first. It is scary at first, but you start to learn. You start to find some little things that make it a bit easier. Once you know what to look for, it is not nearly as bad. Whoa. Big pull. Big pull. I mean, I know it's pretty sideways like that, so what am I doing? Oh, it's because I didn't flip it. Okay. How's it going, John? You just got your first TGC Tour card. Still getting used to not having the swing meter to look at. The biggest thing I'd say is like it should be at a certain point muscle memory, right? So you I always, now this is different because it's a pick shot, but for like a normal approach shot, I always try and shape it to the exact same point, so it doesn't matter. What I'll say is you want to basically just learn what I would say 100% animation. So the way I look at it is the 100% animation, I kind of break it up into like 5%. So 100% is when you hold it all the way back, right? That's the club head. That's 100% swing to like 96% swing. 95% swing is like just a little bit under that. You kind of learn down, because it only goes down to 75%. So you learn like 5 different spots. Then when you're taking your swing, you can just stare at your either your player's hands or the club head, find a visual reference. And that's just what you end up using. As your new swing meter, effectively, right? That's on a downslope. Oh god. This thing's gonna fly, isn't it? Alright, I'm gonna play a regular one. A little bit. Yeah. That'll work. Play a challenge circuit society to qualify for a tour card. You set up your account on the website. Yeah, so Mr. Mojo, you sign up on the website. So if you've got your profile set up, connected to you've got the right account and everything dialed in for that. All you have to do is make sure that if you didn't register last week, so just make sure that you go and like register for a tour card. Should be a drop down in the menu to register for a tour card. Outside of that, then go and play challenge circuit in the game, and your name will show up on the qualifying leaderboard. They've refreshed the website pretty much on the 15s. Yeah, use your hand, use your club head. Kind of as your new swing meter is the way I view it. Playing the higher societies without qualifying for them. Limit of who can qualify for CC. So I believe there are close to another 500 cards available this week. And then as the season goes on, the number of cards that are open, I think they're trying to fill the CC A through L at like 160 per tour. So if people stop playing or don't play, they try and keep it at 160 active players, which sometimes they can go over that if they fill it and then people come back and play. So, if things stay active, not as many slots will be available. But I think they filled it at like 80% or something. They're giving out another like close to 500 cards this week. And then you can keep playing, keep trying to get fed into those spots. First round for Eddie Vedder, yeah. So Monday, late Sunday, once they roll things over from the previous week, they'll once they finalize things on Sunday, they will start to show round 1. That'll show through Monday. On Tuesday, they will show round 2. Wednesday will still show rounds 1 and 2. Once the cut line has processed, it's technically 4 a.m. UTC on Thursday, which is like midnight Thursday right now, with time zone adjustments. So midnight Thursday morning Eastern time, it'll hold 2, and then it'll flip over to be round 3. And then Friday, they'll show round 4, and it'll show all 4 rounds then through the end of the event until they roll it over again. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so they have it as a rolling leaderboard to kind of follow, how a tournament would play out. Get in there, Mr. Mojo. Get in there. Thank you very, very much for the Prime sub. I hope you enjoy your faces. Go Phils. Yeah, I got my Phil spring training shirt on. I didn't go to spring training. My grandparents did, and they brought me a shirt back, but I still rock it anyway. The Phils are scaring me lately. The bullpen, man. They're really trying to get, what's his name, Jordan? He is sucked. He has been blowing just about everything. You went this year. My grandparents have been going to. They've been going to spring training for, not every year, but they've gone for a good number of years for the past like decade or so. I want to say. I think a lot of times, or at least in the beginning, they were doing like those bus trips down. I think they did go this year though. I think they did go down this year. But yeah, this shirt's honestly, oh, there it is, 2011. It's almost 15 years old. It's older than I thought. It's kind of scary then when they put the year on it. I was happy to just guess wrong, but now I know exactly when it's from. All right, high, normal, moderate, medium. All right. Into the playoffs we go. 46 under, get in there. Get in there, man. That's awesome. All right, so the plan here is we're gonna play through this tournament. I think partway through this tournament, we're gonna have to hit an ad break, just because Twitch pre-rolls and all that. But don't worry, we take a break here so nobody misses anything. That's one thing that I try and do here is we just take a break together so nobody misses anything. I pulled it into the trees. Dang it. All right, well that's not ideal. Mostly because I don't really have a punch shot. Point, case in point. I hate this tee shot. I really hate this tee shot here. Hey, caramba. If you miss it just the littlest bit left, I always end up getting greedy with it. Well, we're just gonna get through this hole, and then we will, we'll just go and win the tournament from here. I mean, I guess we don't really have to win this tournament, right? We just have to make it through. I think we're technically a lock for the final round of the playoffs anyway. Because, oh, I don't know, we absolutely dominate the season. But that's more than annoying. Nice start, Lucas. Thanks. Thanks. Hey, what's going on, John? You missed the first cut in the first qualifying. Shot a 10 under this week's qualifying. See how that score goes. Yeah, John. I don't. It's gonna be tough. Seems like it's gonna be pretty tough out there. If I had to take an initial guess, that's probably gonna be short again because 10 under last time out didn't make it. And now we're on CC coursing conditions, so presumably everybody's going to be shooting a lot lower. But don't take that as discouragement. Take that as more opportunities to try again and get better. I guess my question for you would be, what is your big pain point right now? Is it just inputs, or is it, you know, is it distance control, you know, elevation, wind, that sort of thing? Yeah, I'm okay with the open face there. Yes, jet ski. We pulled out a 16 under on round 4 to put us at 50 under. 48 ended up being the number that you needed to make it into plat. And the crazy thing to think is we missed 7 putts inside. Like, when I started adding it up, I was like, 7 putts inside 10 feet that we missed, and then some like short, long putts that we near missed that were definitely like in the out there. But it was enough to make plat, which, you know, we shall see if that's a reward, you know, or not. I think things are certainly going to be tough out there. Alright, we're going to cut that 7-iron. It's actually really good distance control. Super tough to put something back in that corner. Like, super, super tough to put something back in that corner. There we go. We'll take the eagle, though. It's a good bounce back from the start. It's a great bounce back from the first hole. Alright, playing the big headwind here. What, that's playing like 12? We're probably losing like 15 or so. So it's playing probably about 203. So this 5-iron kind of right up into it. I don't really want to mess with the fade. Just play a little bit of loft. And then I'm going to just make sure that as we start out here, and this wind starts to bring us in, that we're just out to the right. I pulled it. Well, that turned into an aggressive line that I did not want to be an aggressive line. Yikes. Yeah, did not need that sort of concern in my life. Round has not happened yet, Clamor. We will be playing that a little bit later here. I'd say probably around an hour, give or take. We're gonna play through this round, and then after this round, if anybody wants to hop in, we're gonna play the Master 2K Ranked Tour. Anybody is more than welcome to join in for that open invite. Oh, come on. Oh, it's going right still? Just so close on those. So close on those. Clamor, thank you for the follow. I underswung it. I chickened out. I think in the back of my head I thought I was gonna fly the hole. So instead of adjusting the actual input, I just swung early. Gave it the little underswing. Ay caramba. Hey, what's going on, Liam? Welcome back. How are we today? Hope you had a good weekend. We just have to play this. Yeah, this is one that it's gonna have a little bit of that curl, and I can't really go at it. So we're just gonna have to play this out to the right a little bit and leave ourselves the putt. Maybe there's a way we could be a little more aggressive. Alright, give that about an extra 3 feet of power. And then it's slowly breaking, right? Somewhere out here. What is it? 67%? It's a good roll. That's a good roll. Come on. Get in there. 2 a.m. once again. It do be like that, Liam. It do be like that. Always late night encounters. Always the late night encounters. That's okay though. Alright, ball above the feet. See, we're gonna have to go up over the trees. We're gonna have to go up over the trees here. I mean, what? Yeah, that's still 12-ish. Still 12-ish, so it's probably playing close to like 190. I think instead of choking it, I think I gotta loft it. Yeah, I think you just kind of throw the 6-iron loft in now. Pulled it. Which I guess means that I would have left it out really far to the right because that started to fade back. Remove. Thank you for the follow. RJ, welcome back. I got plat, John. I ended up in plat, so we'll be playing our first 2 rounds of plat this week on Wednesday night. Try and see if we can make a cut week 1. Beautiful. Beautiful chip, guy. Alright, 400 through 7. Not terrible. Alright, unfortunately, the way things sometimes go, Twitch want to be running some ads, so we will appease Jeff Bezos and his empire, but we will take a break. I don't like anybody missing anything. I don't like being mid-conversation and ads start to pop up. So we're going to take a quick break. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Just a reminder, if you are watching on Twitch, there are drops. So if you want 250 VC and a couple of apparel items, make sure you check in on that and make sure that you're claiming those things, have your 2K account connected and whatnot. If you're watching on YouTube and you want those things, we are streaming on Twitch as well. Yeah, drop a follow, drop a sub, drop a like on the videos. Helps me immensely. But go and go grab a snack, go grab a drink, go to the bathroom, stretch your legs, do what you gotta do. I'll see you back here in 3 minutes. BRB. Ads. Alright. We are back. My bot's having issues. I don't know what's going on. Rage Against the Vagine. Thank you for the follow. What a name. What a name that is. Am I able to refresh an individual chat? It's apparently... Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Also, Liam, if you did poorly in qualifying, you are not done for. You can try and qualify every week of the season. There are 0 issues there. I completely missed Keenan's message. For whatever reason, my vertical stuff is not working. What's going on, Basket? On Twitch? What about on Twitch? The drops? Or what are we talking? Normally YouTube picks up on both streams, and no, my bot is picking up my Twitch and one of my 2 YouTube chats. It says that it's connected to the second YouTube chat, but I'm seeing that there was a message that is not coming through, and I don't know particularly why that is. Yeah. I'm gonna try a test message here. See if maybe it was just the one message got dropped. I think it was just the one message that got dropped, because I just chatted in it and that came through. Okay, well we're gonna call that good then. Unfortunately, there was a single chat message casualty. Promise I'm not ignoring people. I don't respond, it's because I don't see it. It's not because I'm trying to ignore it. There are very few cases where I'm actually trying to ignore you, okay? Promise. Alright. Oh, there you go. No, we're not playing Trusim yet. We still got a little bit until we get into Trusim Basket. Get warmed up still. We're playing some Legend Career Mode stuff. We're at the tail end. We're at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. And then we're going to play the Daily Master. So if anybody wants to get in for that, once we're through this event, we'll play the Daily Master, and then we've got rounds 1 and 2 of Trusim. I know, I'm holding the main event hostage a little bit, but this is also just kind of the schedule that we've been running more or less, so trying to hold to it. A little bit underswung, but I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that underswing. Beautiful. Alright, so bogey to start, and we end up rattling off a 6 under anyway on the front 9. I mean, I guess. Don't really love taking the 3-wood here, just because there's still all that fairway ahead of us, but don't think we really have many greater options. I'm gonna play a little baby fade into this sucker. It's kind of down the hill, but it's also kind of flat. Baby fade starts out there, and then the wind pulls it over. No, the wind does not pull it over. The fade actually just plays full on into it. Nice. They can pull a few runs here in the bottom of the game. Hash driveway. They've been scaring me, frustrating me. I think that's just the life of Phillies fans at the moment. I don't know what they got to do, but they got to figure out something with Romano. He's been the source of a lot of heartache thus far this season. Because what? He's got to have blown 3-4 games? Shane Lowry at the top? Yeah, he's sitting there. He's sitting there clubhouse leader. I mean, I plan to go out and surpass him, though. Alright. Don't get it twisted. We're not making any exceptions for Mr. Lowry here. Oh, I pulled it. Uh-oh. Get over the rocks. Goodbye, ball. Oh! Off the bridge! Oh, we're safe. Salvaged. Okay. Not dead. Not dead. Heavy rough, though, so we're gonna have to flop it. That's really crooked, which means that the lie is well off, but then we're probably gonna miss it there. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh no. Well, I mean, that was a push, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Should I have gone an extra flop? Was that my problem? I still don't understand why it's that bad. That is so unforgiving. That is so unforgiving. Six-degree put, I mean, that... I'm gonna blow everything. Okay, well, we'll at least make the putt to save quad. What's going on, Casey? That was... All right, casual quad bogey. We're still T13. We're still T13. No worries here. We just have a lot of work to do. Now, we were talking about it in Discord earlier. That right there, though, is a prime example of, like, I try and stay out of those situations. Obviously, who doesn't? But it's stuff like that that makes me think that I should play a left-handed golfer purely to get the advantage. I can play a left-handed fader and not have to move to the opposite side of the swing to hit flop shots. Right now, it's a huge competitive disadvantage for righty draw players because fade players get to just keep the same swing for flop and super flop, but draw players on a right-handed golfer have to play it opposite, and I just can't hit those points. Your uncle taught him in school? Really, Liam? That's awesome. That's such a fun, sort of nugget. A little fun fact type thing that he gets to share. Alright, we're gonna put a little bit of shaping into this. I'll just throw that 6-iron up. Looks like it's drifting a little bit to the right of the hole. Not a bad place to be though. I'm gonna actually putt this. So we're gonna give it enough pace and then we're up the hill. Gave it just a little bit too much extra. Ended up being a little too pacey. One week you're on your way to the World Series, next week you're wondering if you'll ever win again. Yeah, such is the streaky nature of it, for sure. Alright, I'm gonna 224. I'm gonna play the choke tee shot, and we're just gonna play it here because I think it's gonna cut. The wind's gonna hold it a little bit, but I don't want to play that water too much. So yeah, I'm more than fine to just be center green here, about pin high. Gonna give me a left to right breaker, but I feel like that's about as aggressive as I can muster. Alright, you're hitting this through. It's fallen off the line. Falling off, so I think I need more. Okay, I gave a little bit too much respect to the break at the hole, which was not there as much as I thought. Difficult thing is no lie grid. No lie grid is definitely an adjustment. It's not too bad. Also, Darty season, thank you for the follow. I would say it's not too bad so long as, I guess, if you're using some sort of formula that you've got for like the different slopes, then maybe. For me, I really just try and like get down low here. See, okay, the ball is like slightly above the feet. Kind of feel it out that way. I think with the wind and everything, like this is going to want to draw a little, but wind I think is going to hold it up more, so I'm going to go a little bit left. Kind of just ride it straight at, yeah, you can see it start to turn it back over the other way. So a little misjudgment on that. That's the distance control we want. We'll take it 15 feet straight up the hill, 3 to go. Got a par 5. The leader's only at 7. We can make a charge here. We can definitely make a charge. Also, just a reminder, we're gonna play the Daily Master here as soon as this round is done, so be prepared. Anybody that wants to join in, you're more than welcome to. Grown Men's Gaming, thank you for the follow. Mr. Incredible, welcome back. What's going on, dude? Speaker B, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate y'all. Turn me into a newt. I got better. I forget how long that pause is. It's always so much longer than I think. With a herring. 63, 73, 74, 84. 7-iron choked approach. Give it a little loft. I think we could be onto something. Because this is going to want to fire through. Be putting a little draw on it. Let the wind kind of hold it up. And then leave it a little room for right to left bounce. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I'm thinking I like the sound of that. There's the right to left. Come on, just keep going. Just keep going. You feel me? You feel me now? Little tapping eagle. Spicy. Things you love to see. Played your first round of the season on Saturday. Felt so good to be back out there. Ended up shooting 84. Ooh. Very nice. I got out Friday or Saturday. I didn't play. I think it was Friday after work, because my intent was to chip and putt, but it was a nice day, so everybody and their mother was out. I went putting, and then I was like, all right, let me go over to chip, and I like started to walk over, and there were probably like 2 guys in the bunkers and like another like 7 people all around. They've all got their range buckets dumped out and are just ripping chips, and I'm like, I've got my like couple of balls in my bag that I was gonna like, you know, take like 3 balls, hit a couple chips, go fetch them, whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm not. That's too much chaos. So I ended up just putting for like an hour and then went home. But I mean, it was definitely good to get some putting reps for sure, because I haven't. Yeah, I hadn't been putting at all thus far. I've been just hitting some balls at the range, and I'm probably gonna hit the range again this week. I just gotta find a good time to get out and actually try and play. Give me the kick. Oh, it just took all of the momentum. It's falling away to the left. I like right here for the bottom of the cup. I feel like I'm getting better at visualizing the putts a little bit. Feel like I'm getting better. Because we had a really good putting day on Thursday. And we're making some putts here as well. Don't get me wrong, we still miss stuff. We're human. But we're getting some good rolls. Speaking of good rolls ahead, my wife made some dinner rolls for Easter. Good stuff. Not playing enough draw. I'm thinking that because it's a wedge, it's not going to turn over that much, but it do. Nice. All right. Oh, we got to 8. I don't know if Lydia's still at 8. I also would assume this is a 2-rounder because it's the final tournament, so we should be okay. Yeah, this is just round 1, so we're 1 stroke back despite an opening bogey and a quad because I got aggressive on my flop shots. I think the one thing that I'm not factoring into those flop shots is when you miss, you lose a bunch of distance, and I think that's the big pain point for me. Okay, do we have any Daily Master Ranked Tour gamers? I don't know if Ranked Tours is anything that people are still remotely interested in. I'm trying to find my way to Condor if it'll ever give me the merits and points to do so. I mean, it's been giving me points. I still don't quite understand how the points and merits work, because I feel like the merits are the more important part. We're trying our best, okay? 2K is just holding us back. We keep finishing in like the top 20, and they're like, yeah, that doesn't count. Using Ranked Tours as your CC warm-up, not a bad idea. See, like this. We finished 4th. Right? Finished in the top tier, 0 merits. 436 points, 0 merits. Like, what do you want from me? I finished 4th. Shouldn't that be enough for merits? Because this says 0 out of 150 season points, but like, these feel largely gated by merits. Because it's saying season points, but it's showing merits up in the top. And I need 50 for a promotion. But I don't know, man. I don't know. We're almost at the top. Am I going to wear the shoes? More than likely, no. Although my wife might like them for dressing my characters, so who knows? But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm deserving of it. There's 3 weeks left, and they just won't move me up. The leaderboards are entirely broken. I mean, good on these people, you know, for being able to get points. I'm forever T51 because everybody that's not in the top 50 is T51. Well, the difference is, Basket, you don't lose merits. That's the big win we got, because I was losing merits for like finishing where I am. So now it's just rounding them to 0. I feel like if I actually like had a bad round, I would earn merits. I think is effectively how that would work. All right, I'm dropping the room code in for the Daily Master. If anybody wants to hop in and play with us, you are more than welcome to. See, it's showing my... Yeah, it's showing my messages. I think 1,000 is the top, Basket. I don't know if they let you go higher than that. I don't know if they let you go higher than that. It's showing my messages in the vertical stream, but for whatever reason, the messages aren't coming through. And I don't exactly want to... like, nuke the stream and restart it, but I don't really know what else I could do other than, like, do some sort of disconnect. Some sort of disconnect and reconnect here. We got Tino Chino. Anybody else? I'll leave it open for another minute or so here while I try and work things out. But yeah, anybody is more than welcome to join. We leave it on turn order off. Just play through some ranked tours together. Platforms. Does the bot have an option to... Oh. The numbers, Mason. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Do you need them, Heels? Do you need them back in the chat? No, just WoW? Oh. So many people. Well, Twitch drops, but also we got hit with the Zane raid, so you know. How many can join? Up to 3. So it'll be me plus 3 famous. So right now, lobby is fully open. Not good enough for Master, A-King? I mean, if I had to leave, I mean, no worries. I will say this. Yeah, it's a little bit tougher, but the difficulties, I guess they're only more punishing on the misses. But I get that. I get that. Why can't I? It's a shame that I can't just... Oh, maybe, hold on, I have an idea. Is this that's the vertical one? Let's unmonitor. Let's remonitor. And now maybe if somebody says something in it, that'll have fixed it. At least I hope so. Hopefully that fixes it. A few holes in the Daily Masters. We mentioned I'll be starting. The hold dot into it thinks is a it thinks is a link. All right, well, that's fine. If we don't have anybody to join, that is a-okay. We'll ride it solo. Just like to leave it open in case there's anybody out there that wants to play. All right, so let's see what we got for green speeds and firmnesses. Firm. Decently quick. Emery Beach Country Club. Let's rock and roll. So we'll play through this, and then it's time for the main event. Then it's time for TrueSim. The long, well, I don't know about long-awaited return, but we're making a return to it, like it or not. All right, you can get over it. Sorry, that was maybe a little mean. Yeah, I'm curious to see how it goes. Obviously, I always have high hopes and high expectations just of myself. But, you know, I like TrueSim. It's been a minute. I feel like we've been playing good golf. So I'm just hoping that we can make a nice little splash. Make a nice little splash, so to speak. All right, good start. Tried to squeeze the lob wedge a little bit further. Didn't squeeze it far enough, and then lip out. That's exactly how you like to start things off. That 8-iron is gonna hit into the downslope. The question is it gonna roll? Because it is a lower ball flight here. I'm gonna give it just a little bit of loft. Just a wee little bit. So I like that swing. Going just a little bit left of the hole, kicks to the right. And it drops. Come on now. All right, well, we lip out, but then we come back with an ace. This guy golfs. Literally, his name's Guy. All you look like just coming in and claiming it all for yourself, Andy, huh? Get in there, basket. Thank you very, very much for the paid subscription. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your faces. That is, what, that's ace number 3? I think that's ace number 3 on the game. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I think that's also our third hole out in the past week. So we're seeing some things pretty good. We're seeing some things pretty good. Which is precisely what you like to see as we're getting into the competitive portion of the season. Faces for aces. I'll take that up, Fib. welcome back for 2 months. Thank you for choosing to use your Prime sub over here. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you continue to enjoy your faces. What's going on, Waddle? How you get that foot level zoom just like you did on the shot to the green? So when you scout cam, Waddle, take your non-swing or your swing stick, right? So you can aim. If you're a left stick swinger, you move with your right, but you can move the camera with your left. So I just scout cam out, and then I pull the stick down, and then you can use the triggers to zoom. Gives you a nice way to pan around. We'll just take the hybrid, why not? Why not? I mean, it's still 220, but I don't know, I don't want to bring that bunker into play. I feel like the 3-wood does bring the bunker into play. This is uphill and then a few miles an hour, so I think kind of what you gotta do here is as it starts to drift, you know, ball above the feet here, as it starts to drift to the left, you just want to be up on this side so that it kicks left and then starts to roll down. Now that was a little bit shorter. Kind of tough coming in with the 4-iron there, quite honestly. A little bit faster green, so I want to peel a little bit off of this putt. You're gonna hit it down with that pace. It's gonna drift. You're just kind of continually losing this one to the right. Just a matter of the, like, how much are you continuously losing it to the right? I feel like I want to go out here. As it gets down to the end. Nice, added a little bit too much to it. Such a good read. Such a good read. Did it at my literal feet? Well, on the green, you're not zooming out as far. So yeah, I do it at my feet. I can show that again when we get up here. 8-iron choked here. I want to give it a little bit more. It's uphill, not a ton, so it's not really going to go much. It is drawing. Oh no, but the wind is now. See, now this is like dead nuts. Oh no. I'm gonna go like here. I'm not gonna play with it too much. I left the face open. That would have been pretty good. What's going on, D-Mac? So yeah, here on the green, Waddle. Scout cam. And then when I bring the camera down, it's back behind my feet. So, same concept. It's just on the scout cam with an approach shot, you're like way further away, so it's not behind your feet. But just gives you a good way to look behind. Definitely something that we utilize when we play TrueSim and don't have the grids on. Get in there, Luis. Get in there. Yeet. Welcome back for 74 months. That's 74 months of Prime sub resubscription. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome back. Hope you continue to enjoy your faces. Hope all is well. Yeah, that's why they've been pretty good on TGC about taking the advice, but that's what happens on default wins. Default wins will cause it to, if you have default wind speed, it'll cause fluctuations in the wind, and default wind direction will cause it to rotate. It is not fun. Yeah, what's going on, Darty Season? How are you doing? All right, so we're hitting this through. It's gonna turn, but you are rolling it, so it's gonna be a little bit less. Trying to break it. Yeah, no, I like the same. Oh, I I thought about giving it 1 click extra, but I did think that the pace was going to go through. I guess with it being an inch downhill, I can still add to it just a touch. That's so close. Power Drive doesn't really offer us anything. I mean, it offers us the chance to get added into, but this isn't exactly, like, the most forgiving thing. This isn't what I would really recommend. But I'm feeling it. I feel like our swings have been pretty good, so I'm willing to take that risk on so that we can maybe give ourselves a little bit of an opportunity here. Up the hill. Yeah, I think we can do this choked. We want to draw, but we also have this wind. It's up the hill. I'm going out here because I just don't trust it. Hold it. Yeah, it's like you're trying to make sure you cover. I feel like distance control, we were pretty well on here. Yeah, 1 foot up the hill, gotta make sure. 162s, I probably have to give even more pace. And then, I mean, you're rolling this thing, but at the same time, like, it is definitely still drifting over the middle. You're losing even more to the left to right. Something like here. I don't even think I gave that enough. Ah, maybe. Maybe. All right, I still haven't made one over 50, but that's our 4th over 45. Get in there. Okay then. We'll sink a putt. I'll take a 48 footer for eagle. 2 eagles on the round. I mean, we're not exactly killing it on the other holes, but we'll take our scores where we can get them. We'll absolutely take our scores where we can get them. All right, play it down to the dog leg. These are the ones that you gotta, we gotta be money on. We gotta be money on. I don't quite understand why these 60 degrees. Every time I partial these 60-degree wedges, I keep coming up short. I think I'm putting too much faith into how much carry they get, and I'm probably getting like a 99% lie and losing a percentage. And it's all just coming back to bite me. It's gotta break. Because I can't be in a spot where I have a wedge in and I put it that far away, because I'm a liability on the putter, especially when you start putting in breaks like that. Nabi, thank you for the follow. Also, thank you guys for the hype train. Greatly appreciate it. All right, we're striping it. I like that. Because that's going to kick. Oh, no, 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 no. How is it that short? Oh, wind. Wind. That short, really? Not like this. Not like this. Oh, oh, okay, okay, okay. Didn't think it was gonna hop and skip that far. That was a greatly misinterpreted shot. Hot dang. Hot dang. Now turn. Okay, I'm just reading these a little bit less break. Because I feel like I've rolled these on the high side a couple of times. No, jet ski. It doesn't. Putting is completely unaffected. Now, on like... If it's really windy on like a flop shot, I think maybe it'll play a little bit. Heavy wind on pitches, but like your chips and spinners don't get anything. Okay, I gotta partial this. A little bit of wind. It's coming pretty heavy off this. Art of a Misfit, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, that ended up staying a little bit out to the right. It's okay. I mean, it gives us a chance at eagle. Not exactly what I'm hoping for. Again, these ones just kind of start rolling away from that start line. I did it again. I freaking did it again. I added that last little bit that I didn't need to. Stop it, Colby. You're reading these really well. Just take a notch off. Just take a notch off of it. You don't need it. Alright, come on, let's hit the second 9. Let's hit the second 9 hard. I'm gonna play this. I'm not gonna go for the gap. We've been accurate, but this is just a solid number. Being able to play your wedge. Because it's playing pretty good. Playing pretty good. See, why am I so awful? Making the adjustments on the fly. Making the adjustments on the fly, making the putts. Things we love to see. Yeah, for whatever reason though, on some of these approach shots, I am just not doing good things. Okay, I want to play a pretty shaped shot here. If this is playing like 12, that means that we're playing to 227. We're taking some off of it, and then we partial it like 97% here. Just play it like a straight ball out to the left. I mean, I'm trusting my ability to hit points. Ah, that's still cut through. That's so tough. That's so tough. I'm putting some faith in it to knock down, but the wind just not quite doing the trick. Not quite doing the trick. Come on. Oh, that's a pretty good line. Stay up. Stay up. Thought I had it. That's a really tough shot. I don't know if you try and... I just feel like I'm going to leave the 4-iron short of the green there if I try and do that. Any tips for putting, Marty? I need maybe a little bit more specifics as to what you're struggling with. Is it inputs? Is it reads? Because I am historically not the best reader of putts. I do all right, but I am definitely not one of the better ones. Oh, come on. Right up the hill. Get over. Oh. Close. Alright, down the hill, off the fringe. I think we would want to be here, and then fringe adjustment. I take this, it's kind of flat. Starts to peel. Right there. Neither is Rory, it's okay. Speed control on uphill versus downhill. I would say on uphill putts, always move the distance out. That's just my opinion. If it's on slower greens, you maybe don't have to move it out quite as much. But if you're... Oh, I got aggressive and then completely shanked it. Dang. I should have just laid it up, but I was feeling frisky for whatever reason. This thing is buried. It's gonna come out and just... It's funny because we hadn't been missing the points, but all it takes is missing the points one time. Yeah, on downhills that are like only a little bit downhill, you only have to move it back a little bit. The faster the greens, the more you move it back. So like this is a foot downhill. So I'm gonna kind of just follow this yellow line down and kind of try and give it a pretty good feel for how I think it's gonna keep the ball rolling. But on uphill putts, I would say always add. The further uphill it is, the more you want to add to it. So like here, it's an inch uphill. I'm still adding, because it's a faster green, I'm adding about, 1 square's worth of power. Because if you leave if it's a couple inches, just add like a box. If you're starting to get like several feet uphill, you might have to add like another box per foot, especially as you get to faster and faster greens. Really fast greens need a lot of extra power on long uphills. And if you have like an inch or two downhill, unless it's like crazy downhill behind, don't be afraid of it. To add a little bit of, to hit it firm or like, at default or maybe like an extra foot of power. If it starts to get faster, then you gotta take some off of it. The general rule of thumb used to be like for every inch uphill you would play like an extra foot of power, and downhill kind of conversely, and then on faster greens you'd play it anywhere to like 1.5 times to even 2 times on like the fastest greens. I haven't found that conversion quite yet. I've just been kind of going relative to defaults for the time being. Was it? This ball's slightly above the feet. I think the wind's gonna hold it up. I mean, it's still right to left once it's on the green here. See, for some reason I thought with that amount of tailwind, like that the pitching wedge would go. But yeah, as you can see, like every time I start these putts, like I'm adding pace to it, and that's pretty well how I've trained my eye to try and read the putt. I did it freaking again, man. I moved it one click at the end, and I don't need to. I don't know why I keep doing that, but I've missed so many putts. Just high side. Just high side. What flight is this? This is the Daily Master, Lucas. We've missed a bunch of putts and we've gotten aggressive on a few shots. I should be at a lower score, but maybe I'll get merits now. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. I might get merits out of this performance. So you know. Gotta take the positives. Gotta take the positives. Because at the end of the day, our ball striking has still been pretty good. I mean, heck, we even had the hole-in-one, so can't be that bad. Yeah, TGC will be next. For sure. Not enough pace. Good line. Needed more power. Died below the hole. I guess because it's 4 inches up, that required a little bit more. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays too. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's interesting to me, and I'm hoping that it's interesting to others as well. Because I've always, you know, historically I've always enjoyed TGC. The wind is starting to turn. Well, ain't that a shot? I mean, I would have taken a second ace. I absolutely would have taken a second ace on the round. You did, Lucas. We hit an ace on the second hole and we almost almost dropped one in there. I don't know if there's a world where you can put this on the green. I mean, it's a very aggressive line if we were to have hit the shot. I mean, what's the play from here? You just, I guess you just super flop it, right? I think that's what people would normally play here. I don't know if I just try and get this as vertical as possible. Maybe that's how I hit these. Maybe that's how I hit these a little more on the nuts. Nope. Almost. I freaking hate super flops as a draw player. I hate that I have to go opposite swing. Put these rounds on different pins. Right, they should randomize the daily. Like, I understand, like, at a 4-round tournament, you play rounds 1, 2, 3, 4. But, yeah, on the dailies, because then you could even get some differentiation between, you know, master and pro and stuff on the same course. Like, if they're playing different pin sets, just switch them up. Just make it a little different. I mean, I can't imagine it's that hard, but then again, basic things seem to be hard for them. I yanked the contact. I know. Be disappointed about it. Just gotta get it on the green, and then there's a lot of left to right feeding. Look at that. What the heck, dude? What are you supposed to do? Like, you have to super flop it. Which is, like, so incredibly dumb in my opinion. That, like, there's just no option otherwise. Like, hey, you've nearsighted yourself. or short-sighted, whatever. Like, good luck. I'm hoping that playing like crap here gives me merits. I'm hoping that playing like crap here gives me merits, because they've been skimpy with them when I finish. I mean, we finished 4th in the last one, and we got nothing. So I'm hoping that maybe this 9 under gives us like a tier 2 finish, and they'll give us a little something for it. What's going on, Spencer? No, this is not the main event. The main event is coming up in just a few minutes here. Yeah, I'm completely okay with the 9 under because we weren't very far off. All right, so let's get this set up. Let's put our putting and approach camera on. We need to play some ranked matches. We'll have to get the ranked matches in tomorrow, I think, unless we decide to go late tonight. We need to win 3 more ranked. All right, so let's go cameras. Putting and approach camera is on. And then I'm gonna send us on over to the TrueSim Society. I want to thank you all for being here, first and foremost. If you have been enjoying, drop a follow on the Twitch stream, drop a sub on the YouTube stream, drop a like on the YouTube streams. That would help immensely. The follows and the subs, those are more for you to find your way back here. Yeah, I greatly appreciate it. Been absolutely fantastic stream to start off the week. Thanks to all y'all hanging out here. Like I said, we're gonna play TrueSim. Get in there, Marty. Get in there. We're gonna hop into TrueSim in just a few minutes. For those of you that are unfamiliar, TrueSim is no lie grids, no green grids, no scout cam. It's just you in a yardage book trying to figure your way out. King, thank you for the follow as well. Classy, welcome back. No, we're gonna open plat on Wednesday. We're gonna start. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna start with Wednesday cut make attempts, and then we'll kind of play it from there. FM84, thank you for the follow. Is that like FM84 the band? Are we fans of the band FM84? How we because if that's the band, that's pretty epic. Because I actually listened to the band a little bit. Are the YouTube chats not coming through now? Gosh darn it. I gotta like reconnect. Hold on. I gotta fix my bot. I just think YouTube is freaking out. You just picked the name. All right. Because there's a band FM84. They're a synthwave band. I was like, that'd be pretty crazy. Either way, welcome. Appreciate the follow. All right. So yeah, we're gonna get going with TrueSim. I apologize. I'm not trying to ignore the YouTube chats. My chat bot is just being kind of funky tonight. So if stuff is not coming through, I promise I'm not trying to ignore anybody. Things just being weird. I'm gonna actually just try and restart the bot entirely. But TrueSim is basically no assistance. That's the main thing. There is no assistance. Makes it very difficult. We're gonna try our best, but Bezos and company need to run their ads to prevent pre-rolls. So we're gonna take a quick break. Our rule of thumb here is nobody misses anything. I hate that crap as a viewer. I'm sure most of you do too. So we don't play. We don't stream during the ad break. I don't want anybody. I hate breaking up the conversation. So go stretch your legs. Go grab a drink. Go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do. We'll be back in 3 minutes with some TrueSim. And what's going on, Wavy? How are you doing? Alright, BRB. All right, let's get after it. What do we got here for conditions? We're playing off the back tees, medium, northwest or northeast, moderate, and default green speed, which is, drum roll please, 7.7. All right, so decently fast. Tobacco Road by Metatropic. This is a real course. TrueSim Tour tends to play on real course recreations. As the season goes on here, we should start to see more of a following of the IRL tour. They don't have the course. Sometimes they'll try and schedule something that's made by the same IRL designer or something in a similar style. But I've heard great things about this course and this course recreation, so excited to finally play it. Hey, what's going on, Smithers? Welcome back. Dad and his brothers played a few years back. Never got to go, but heard it was amazing. That's pretty much everything that I've heard about it. Is that it's pretty awesome. Yeah, as you guys can see, I can't scout cam. All we have is our yardage book, so we make some aiming assumptions from here. Now we're over 400 yards. It is downhill, downwind, so we're gonna be quite a ways down here. There's part of me that says I should take off just a touch, but I'm not going to. I don't think we have that much power. I think it's gonna get down a good ways, but I think we're gonna be more than fine. Hey, what's going on, Noah? All right, good to see the YouTube chat is working again. Ball slightly above the feet. So the hole's playing about, I don't know, just over 200 yards. I need to cover 208. Probably need to hit 208 to get where we want to go. This 5-iron, I'm gonna put a little bit of shape into it. We're more than likely gonna go a little bit long of what I want, but that's okay. I just want to hit onto the green and give ourselves a look. Left it a little bit open. It's laying a little short. That's gonna bounce pretty violent, isn't it? Oh, that checks up. Oh, that would have been a sick. That would have been a sick way to start out TrueSim. Be a snag and albatross. But yeah, let's try and get up and down from here. Obviously, I would love to make a score here. That score preferably being an eagle, but I'm not gonna get too far ahead of ourselves. Looks like it's I think it's below my feet here. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like it's coming back the other way. This all looks uphill. I know there's always going to be some visual deception that's going on. I'm just kind of trying to check all angles. That all feels away from me, at least like for most of it. It looks fairly flat, so I know from the fairway we're gonna have to give it some extra pace. And go like this. See, I hate that meter is there. Oh, yardage book, right? Yeah, there we go. See, and then it held up. All right, that's okay. That's good pace. Leave it in a way where we can get birdies still. Yeah, sometimes there's just the visual deception of the course, and you can't walk it, so it's a little bit tough to really gauge exactly what you're working with. I'm gonna take. I don't think I wanna. That's gonna barely cover. I think I'm okay. Taking just a touch off the driver. Kind of checking the driver down here. It might have been too aggressive if it doesn't sit. That was almost bad. That was almost bad. Yeah, the shadow didn't help either. Couldn't really get a read going there on where that crossed back over. Okay, so these are ones that are going to be kind of tough. Because I think this 107 is going to carry like 110, 105. I mean, we might get it like just pin high, so I'm putting just a little bit of loft and spin into it. It's going out to the right. I think the wind is going to hold it up back to the left. I left the face open. See, the thing is, I haven't been missing my swinging contact points, really. And then we start this round and we do. It's okay. This is fully in the shadow. Looks like we're breaking away left to right. Hold on. Yeah, we're breaking away from my feet here. If it's starting away and then breaking more at the end, something like here. Come on. There we go. We'll take that start. We'll absolutely take that start. Can you even read the greens? It's a lot of educated guessing. And it's a lot of educated guessing is really what it comes down to. These are going to be some of the hardest shots to play, aren't they? Because this is carrying... This is playing about 150. My pitching wedge is going to end up 9 yards short. And that looks like it's a big uphill where this flag is sitting. So I probably want to take the choke tee shot and play it with a little bit of loft and backspin. And then we're just playing it wind and downhill. I'm gonna play it out here. A little bit underpowered, but I like the line. Yeah, right power would have been good. You can't be too short of it. A little right to lefter. I think it's just a touch right to left. Give it a little bit extra pace. Like right edge. Okay, solid start. Absolutely solid start. I mean, that's what you want to see. Just take this drive and let it ride down there. Find the open fairway and just try and make an approach shot. How's the swing plane bias size compare? Is it more similar to CC Kinetic than just without grids and aids? Yeah, it's like elite without grids and aids because there's no vibration. I mean, swing plane bias it's master, but like legend versus master it's no different outside of your misses. You know, and maybe the transition and rhythm are a little bit harder, but yeah, it's master swing with no grids, no vibration, no wind, no scout cam. So yeah, it's pretty much elite with no green grid, no scout cam. This is probably playing like 175 or so. This 8-iron I feel like is a little bit short, but I feel like this 7-iron choked is a little too much. So I'm gonna give this just a little bit. Ball's gonna want to go a little left, right? We're getting that straightened out. It's gonna want to feed left. And this wind is gonna hold her up here. That's my call. A lot of this is just shot visualization. Shot visualization, putt visualization. You try and take everything that you know from when the grids are on, and then you just try and get this close so that you have a chance to read putts and make it. I'm gonna give a little bit extra pace. Ball's trickling right to left there. Assume this is harder than Platt? In different ways. In different ways, Smithers, because Platt is really tough because they just throw everything at you. This is tough because you don't have the same assist. So like the courses are easier, but you just don't have the same kind of help. Playing uphill 15 yards, so like if I want to land it, it's 296, 300. I mean, I'm probably landing about 285. I can probably just take like a couple clicks off of it. Just run it up here, right? Oh no, 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 don't do that. Aw, man. Alright, well. Okay, I mean, I could've... Fine. I mean, obviously, in hindsight there, I could've just hit it stock. It's pretty flat once you get up there. Maybe a little undulation, a little... I don't know, I'm trying to think, like, do I try and splash it up? I think the safe play is you just pick it. I want to score play is I hit a splash shot. Uphill lie. Out, rolls up a little. No, it's kind of flat once you get up there. So you go like something like here. I left it short. Didn't quite get out the way that I wanted it to. Still have a chance for the bird. Doesn't look like there's a ton in it. I mean, give it the pace. Well, okay, it didn't look like there was a ton in it from behind the hole. But from here, that is a severe break. Zebcore, thank you for the follow. Saw the greens on Platt this week. They were silly, mostly red. Well, I think, yeah, that's green speeds and stuff. And from what I understand, that course is like in Augusta Lake, right? I personally haven't played it yet, but I've heard people talk about it quite a bit through the start of this game here. It's not going to quite play 8 yards. 50. I mean, this might be a little bit long, but I actually think that a little bit long is kind of where we want to be. I pulled it, but that actually doesn't seem like it matters. Yeah, I didn't really want to go at this a different way. Slightly down the hill, I mean, there was right to left break at the start that I just was not privy to. Dang. Regardless of difficulty, like this game is more course management rather than bomb it and have short approaches and chips. Yeah, you had, I mean, don't get me wrong, the super flop is definitely, you know, more of a get out of jail free kind of card. But the last game, yeah, I could throw it anywhere and it was like, I'll just play some sort of partial super shaped flop. You know, I didn't care where I was greenside. I always just wanted it to be as close of proximity as I could get to the hole. In this game, it definitely matters a lot more. I'm gonna try and run this through. This might be dumb. This is where being in between clubs has kind of been a little bit problematic for me. So I'm kind of trying to knuckleball this 60-degree. Might still spin back. Oh, that's not bad. But I've been certainly having it where, like, I try and go up that club and you're kind of hoping and praying. 7 under through 7's not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. 161. I mean, we're playing 166. Wind back in a little bit. Put a little bit of loft and spin on the choked. Down the hill. Yeah, I'll leave it out here. Oh, I pulled it. Well, apparently I didn't I didn't play it to the right spot, or I played it too far out to the right. Below the feet. Fairly flat. We'll give it extra pace. There's a little bit of movement. So just give it on the edge here. Let it turn in. We're seeing the greenswell too, which is really helping. Seeing greenswell really, really helps. I don't think I need to hit driver. Don't think I need to hit driver here. Driver's gonna get me a little bit too far up the... a little too far up the road, so to speak. 150 up the hill with wind. It's tough because it's like 8 miles an hour, but it's up the hill. It probably plays a little bit less. Yeah, I'm gonna just take this 9-iron. I think this 9-iron is the play. Maybe just a touch short. It's throwing it up in the air. But like, I'm seeing, I don't know, in my shot visualization, so to speak, it's starting left. It's continuing to put that side spin on. I'm gonna go just a touch more to the right, but it's the uphill that's kind of the factor here. Yeah, that cut out more wind on the elevation, but I don't know. I don't see myself taking a choke 9. We've got a longer putt. Longer putt left to right. Seems pretty flat, so I'll give it a little bit of pace. Tenekey, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's not doing anything too crazy. It's just kind of falling off, and then obviously, like, at the end, you get a little bit more. That first bit of it, I mean, there's the break at the end. That first bit held a little bit on the, like, flatter side, if not breaking the other direction. But, I mean, I'll take an 8 under going out. That is absolutely phenomenal to start a tournament. I mean, Sloaner's 10 under through 10, but that's Sloaner, so I wouldn't really expect much differently. Would not really expect much differently from him. So if we can be just off of that pace, then by all means, sign me right up. So this is where I've now made a mistake in TrueSim. This is where I've now made a mistake in TrueSim. I am inside 100 yards. Now I have to try and feel out a partial shot. So it's playing about 80, we'll call it about 83. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna try and bring this back and play at 82%. I'm gonna play at 83%. Because it's down the hill here. Ball's below the feet. Yeah, Balls below the feet, wind is there, it shouldn't do much, kind of keep drifting us to the left. Okay, that's a good feel shot. Why Trusim Tour is not Legend Swing is beyond you? Because they want people to play it. The thing is, it's not a toured thing. There is a single division within it, so it has to be accessible. I'm gonna put this just left edge because I feel like, wow, okay. I didn't see that coming. I thought it was drifting the other way. Misread that one. I mean, I guess I should have played that straight, but kind of hard to know that. Yeah, we're just gonna play 3-wood here. Speed ran 1 and 2 at Trusim today, Rio. 21 under through 2. Probably not anything special, but a decent first showing. Didn't use enough of the partials. Might make your technician build your Trusim build and your sculptor your plat build. Right now I'm just reusing my sculptor. More so for me it would just be, I don't know what I would use in place of it, but yeah, right now the green reader perk is completely wasted. 195, it's playing over 200. Effective. It's like a choked 5-iron. Put us, ooh, that's close. That's close. I'm gonna overpower it just a touch. Hold it. But that overpower, I think, is the critical portion of this. Just get us on the green. Make sure we have enough distance. Didn't really want to go 5-iron full because that to me was always going to be long. Kind of hard to read this one. 161, I think it's right to left, or left to right the whole way. It's kind of breaking away from me. 161s, I'm going to just make sure that I'm a little bit cognizant of that. Right here, I feel like. Partially mean choke, but yeah, the choked approach is definitely good. It broke more. Either way, good pace. I always like easy birdies. People would still play if it was like, yeah, but less people would play Whacker. Less people would play. The side tours are meant to be more of the inclusive tours. They only have so many slots, so I don't foresee them ever making it just that hard. The most I can see them doing is they flirted with, like, if 3-click goes, then they would try and do something with, like, that 65 only tour. But, like, outside of that, yeah, I'm not really seeing them doing much. Trusim has just always been about being more sim, but not being, like, as hard as it can be. Little 101 overswing, I think, is going to be, like, perfect. Oh, no, that's long? That downhill lie, I could have played it stock. All right, a little left to right are coming back. Little left to righter, extra pace up the hill. We know it was left to right at the start. Get in there, good read. What's going on, Exterminator? This looks interesting to play. Might take a run at the Society tournament for a few weeks. See if it's something you enjoy and then sign up. Well, there's no cuts or anything, and there's no division, so there's not really any harm in signing up. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Yeah, you're more than welcome to just try it out. No, no harm in that, but you can certainly also just join it straight up. There's nothing to be lost. Pulse Delta and MBS, thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it. Yeah, approach and putting cam are must-haves. We do not have an attack angle here. I've got to go right of the hole. So this ball is below the feet. It's coming out with that. I'm going. This is tough. Okay. Still caught it. I mean, I'm trying to go right of the hole, but I don't really know where I was supposed to go. Didn't feel like a ton of green over there. That's 52. This is too uphill for the spinner, isn't it? I'm like now in a really weird spot. I'm in a really weird spot. Okay. How do we get creative with this? Because this is going to be short of the green. That's kind of the problem. Up the hill. Pin high. I don't think you can really stop this is the problem. Alright, I'm gonna do something pretty dumb here and we'll just kind of see how it pans out. Just gonna kind of shape as much as I can off of that and just try and get it up there. That's not great. I mean, try and go for it in two. Wasn't really, I thought I was playing away from the tree, but that is clearly not the case. Okay. Right to left. You're hitting it through, but it's peeling. It's peeling more. Peels at the end. What a putt. What a putt. Get in there. This is the Dark Souls of PGA, Geralt. I was gonna say, I guess, harder than The Witcher, huh? At a minimum. Yeah, it is. We kind of make that joke, and it's funny enough because Dark Souls is my Twitch origin story. Green on TrueSim is better than plat. Shut up. Don't remind me. Don't remind me. I'm so much better relative to the field on green reading on plat or on TrueSim than I am plat. It's not funny. But the thing is, these are like real greens, and and plat greens are fake. Plat greens have so many feet of break that you're not really going to see on most golf courses. These are real greens. Apparently I can read real greens at real speeds. I can't read the fake stuff. It's different skills. Jersey Mike, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. All right, let's see how this is gonna play. 116. I could probably get this to carry into the early 120s. So let's go slight D loft, and then I'm gonna hit it like 101. See if that's enough distance. I didn't need to. The wind actually took us. Imagine that. The wind actually took us to the promised land, which has now left me in the unfortunate position of having to make this putt. But we've been reading them, so I don't know. I don't know, man. We've been reading them. Turns out when you, I mean, the difference between, I mean, that's the same thing with me and Platt. Like, the difference between me doing well and doing poorly is how hot does the putter get? It's downhill 38. I mean, I'm carrying with a power drive. See, this is where like I could get real risky with it. And this is 2K23, I'm just sending it. If this is 2K23, I'm just sending it. But it's not. But like I could potentially land it down here and have some green side. How do I feel? No, I don't. Play it smart, play it smart, play it smart. I don't need to be dumb. 5-iron off the tee, even though you can probably hit the power drive. I don't have the short game prowess and escapism that we had in the previous games. We're gonna take some shape off of this guy. Ah. So we can do this. Okay, not bad. I mean, the proximity's been good, and then we've been converting the putts. Slightly up the hill, a little bit right to left. Add the pace. Read the putt. Putts are drifting right to left. You get it outside, and then you send them home. And you send them home. Alright, take it easy, Exterminator. Good luck. Good luck Intrusim yourself. Limitation using certain shots like super flop and pick. I mean, super flop is, I think, from anything not the bunker, and pick is from the bunker. Outside of that, I don't think so. Okay. There are trees, so you cannot drive the green even with the power drive. So we're just gonna go, yeah. Hybrid should, even with elevation and wind, be a-okay. Don't think we're gonna have any issues with that. Alright, and we're perfectly fine distance-wise because we're playing uphill and into wind. Means this is playing 106. Call it about 112. So we can give this a little bit extra. Try and cut it through. It's 56 degrees. It'll probably spin back a little bit. But I'm putting some trust in my D-loft and spin to put us in the right spot. Well, that is definitely the right spot. Actually, being able to use them in certain TGC difficulty? No, you can use any of the shot types. They've been throwing around the idea of replacing 3-click if the activity gets low with like a 65 overall tour, and in that one you would be allowed to apply no skill points or attribute points. But that's just like a side society thing that is not currently going on. Alright, we're taking off some distance. Because I don't think 107, 115. Actually, you know what? We'll go choked instead. We'll go choked instead. I pulled it. Might be a little bit left to target. Oh, but it kicks right. But yeah, the fairway kick knocks it a good ways. Hey, what's going on, Letty? That's the left to righter. Ball's below the feet. Ball's below the feet. Going somewhere in here on pace. So it's fallen off the line, fallen more, fallen maybe there. Oh, no. Okay, but I know what the problem is there. So 2 inches down the hill, that's too much pace for the line that I'm reading. Too much pace for the line that I'm reading, that's okay. Note taken. I played it stock. I could probably have taken 3 wood here. Driver just feels like it's a little aggressive, and it is. Okay, so now this is kind of the first real, I mean, outside of like that kind of opening hole, this is first real predicament. I left the face open. See, this is what happens though. This is what can happen. Because now I don't have... Oh, this is a sand shot? Okay, well I have a little bit more options on sand. But... That's still short. Hard as you can make it in terms of multiplier? Not quite. You could take off the aim marker and up it to legend and turn the book off, which the book has distance on it. You could take the distance out of the book, and that is what is going to give you the hardest multiplier. But that's a little bit much. So full 43, 37. I mean, downhill lie too. I mean, if you give this a little bit of shape, and then you got to take it back a little bit. We're just trying to get it on the green here. I'm not trying to go crazy. Try and not give too much back here. So that last one, I think we need to play the 2 inches just shy of the hole. I think that's going to be the right pace for it. Oh man. That is still quite pacey. All right, we're gonna take a bogey. So I mean, that just shows you like how quickly a hole can fall apart. Now I missed an input. I took a bad tee shot. You know, very, very quickly things can unravel there. But that is still a very good opening round. Yards have had, yeah. So like, if you were gonna turn all that stuff off, you would basically be requiring the player base to go and like play practice rounds with all the stuff on and like make notes of everything, and that's just way too much. That's just way too much. So they give us a little bit of stuff. I know some purists and whatnot, yeah, will argue to put it on legend and to take off the A marker. But a lot of times it ends up just being like a little bit of a nuisance thing. All right, round 2, back tees, medium, all defaults, which are firm, and same green speed. So that's good for us because we were reading the greens pretty well. Just got to make some smart shots. Thanks, Whacker. Yeah, not bad for not really playing. I mean, we've played. It's our 6th round of Trusim in this game. I could probably afford to go power drive here. It's pretty dang open. Yeah, I mean, the A marker, I don't think it matters too much for like this part of the game, in my opinion. It just becomes a little bit more of a nuisance when you're, you know, trying to aim putts and stuff. I should have looked. Whoa. Okay. I should have looked to see that that's a front pin. I just looked purely at yardage, so that's my bad. 24. I can't see. The green is kind of flat to downhill here. Yeah, you can move the marker on the green, because if you take it away, you can still like adjust your aim distance. Yeah, that's how it worked in the other games too. It's a little bit funky, but it does in fact work that way. Alright, I suck at flops. But we're gonna try it anyway. Out to the side. Then straight up. That's not bad. It's not bad. Out of the heavy rough, it's still gonna roll, but I don't think I can. I couldn't super flop that far, could I? Could I pitching wedge super flop? That might have been a play. Alright, right to left up the hill. I'm adding pace. Need good pace. %70? Oh, it snapped so hard. It snapped so hard. That wasn't even close. That wasn't even close. Are you kidding me? Alright, we're gonna take it. Look at this freaking thing. Alright, this pin sucks. This pin sucks. Take a bogey on the first par 5. That was awful. I mean, that's part of why you don't play. Part of why you don't play fast, but jeez. Alright, wipe it from your memory. Wipe it from your memory. That didn't happen. We got, honestly, lucky on the first round there. Not so much here. Yeah, this choked approach is about to be pretty nice, I feel like. About to be pretty nice. Oh, it almost came back. Yeah, because if we're in the bunker there, we definitely have a chance to pick shot that out and get some grip and probably go up and down for bird. I feel like I'm watching like the littlest movement left to right here. But that flag stick is almost telling me differently. This is that stupid little right to lefter. Watch. It broke that much? Okay. I mean, I saw it at my feet that could happen. I did not see it like right before the hole going the other way. Crazy. Alright. Well, sometimes that's just the nature of it, is unlike real life, you can't actually see and feel all of what's going on. You just do your best to guesstimate. You just do your best to guesstimate. I mean, but we pretty much live and die by put ball close, try and make a putt. Yeah, if you don't put the ball close, then life is bound to be hard. A little below the feet, and then just as it goes, I mean, you're falling off to the right more and more, like there to go in, I feel like. Always tucking it. I mean, making 18 footers on TrueSim is a fantastic feeling. Hey, good evening, Zagzig. How are you doing? Alright, I do not want to hug that line too much. We're going to go out here just to be a little bit safer. I know it's a little bit closer on the approach, but yeah, some of this kicks right to left. Yeah, what up, Crypto? Take you 4 hours to finish around on this setting? It definitely takes me closer to like 40-45 minutes for sure. Because I mean, like, don't get me wrong, you can definitely play it quicker, but I just don't feel like that's the smart thing to do. It has 68 to the flag, but it is only 63 to the front. It looks like that peels away. I kind of want to be like long left. I felt like I swung that more to the left and somehow left it open. It's okay, we're on there. Answered a couple questions about shaping in Discord. Hey, no problem. I'm always more than happy to try and help people out and just like give my opinion on things. You know, I mean, I'm coming more from a point of view of like not really missing many inputs, so like optimizing a lot in terms of other parts of my game. 53%. Oh, come on. All right. Yeah, we're gonna make up for that bogey on the first. Drop the 15-foot eagle putt. Yeah, so like I'm a sculptor, but I kind of live by the mindset of like I'm gonna put the faith in myself to hit the shots that I want and not really miss my contact and swing path. And so like I'm gonna opt out of technician, play more shaping, and give myself the ability to like I can shape this all the way to a fade as a draw bias over here, if I so choose. You know, I can play a 5-yard cut and not really, yeah, obviously like you want to play a little bit of recovery for the cases where you're in there, but you're also just not, yeah, you put a lot of faith in yourself that you're not in there. At least that's how I view it. Yeah, what's going on, Rob? We're doing well. We're doing well, thank you for asking. Alright, I probably need to play those a little pacier. 142 to the flag. 136, 37, 38, 39. I'm gonna give it a little bit of shape because we have the room to work. It's gonna peel off to the right. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's a nice slice in 2K23, so if you're used to older game penalties, more beneficial to have the lower recovery. Keep your old calculations. I basically put it, mine's at 69 nice, Rio, and I have 90 shaping, and 69 nice recovery, because the way I look at it is you want a little bit of recovery to take out the like really crap lies, kind of cap yourself in like the low 80s, upper 70s, and then like you can still get some flyer lies out of it and like some light rough lies that are really good. I don't need my recovery to be so good that like, yeah, I have 90% lies out of the rough, but like my whole goal is to just not even be in the rough. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm kind of playing it from. Alright, I'm gonna take it at its face value here. Cut it through the wind, a little partial. Yeah, the 80-something%. Hope that they're kind of giving me a good number, as the wind is only quartering ever so slightly. And then this is uphill just a little bit. I mean, the ball is falling off left to right the whole time, and it just goes straight through the break. All right, that's crazy. Looked like it was more than that to me. Sheesh. I don't know if I came to that conclusion too much or didn't look at it enough. That was a little weird. This is playing closer to like 190 or so. I'm just gonna play this 6-iron. Give it a little bit of loft. It's down the hill, so I'm kind of playing this in a way where I think the wind down the hill is gonna shorten it just a touch. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. I must have given too much credence to the wind down the hill, I think is what ends up happening there. Alright, well, I mean, this is where everybody gets super cheesy, right? So, you just, it's a good heavy rough lie. I'm gonna pull. Ooh. Yeah, I must have just given too much wind there. We're playing TrueSim, Rob. Playing round 2 at TrueSim. At super heavy rough, if you landed, I think there's some stuff with it, but I don't know all the configuration details. You would definitely have to check in with some designers as to what options they have. Alright, balls above the feet. I mean, this is playing like a little over 140 uphill and wind into the face, so I expect this to come up short, which means give it a little punchy punch here to try and hold that up. I'm gonna go just a little bit left to target. Ah, look at that, the wind actually played more. Pretty good. I wasn't so sure like how much it's gonna shoot through there. I don't like this, Sam. I am. Because it looks like the ball is honestly like flat to above my feet at the start, and then it peels off. If it's above my feet, that changes the whole equation. I think it's below for the last half. Gonna hit it with pace. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating when you can't tell what it's doing at your feet. Whatever. I can only slam it so hard because that happens, and like if I don't slam it, I don't know what kind of break that's taken. TrueSim's on Master, Victor. TrueSim is on Master difficulty. I don't want to fade this. Kind of naturally want to fade, though. But I think that wind is then a good thing down the hill, should hold it up pretty nicely here. Don't spin back too much, please. It's like, I can make those putts, but like, when they have just like some weird nuances to it and it's not like an even break, that's when it starts to get pretty funky. $97. See, I don't think, like, you've got stuff in the way trying to go straight at it. I don't think you want to drive it. I think the safe play is 3-wood. Maybe try and play like a little bit of a fade to try and, you know, feed it back. I did not want to push open that. Rock bounce sucks. Gosh darn it. I actually think I want to play it like back here. That was bad. Hey, what's going on, Garrett? How we doing, dude? Yeah, that's my bad. That was really not a great input. I don't know what happened to it, but went way open. There we go. That's much better. Decent distance, a little left of the hole. Coming down the hill, I feel like it's breaking away from us. Yeah, it definitely is. I'm going to bring this back a touch because I've had some of these get away from me. Going somewhere like here. What is happening? Some of these breaks, man, I don't know if I'm just taking it out of the break or what, but that's a straight putt that, like, to me gave left to right vibes. Hey, take it easy, Smithers. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. I'll catch you later. Yeah, again, this is one that, I mean, like, I could, but then we're down in partial territory. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to try and, like, cover down here? And try it. I'm gonna have to partial my 60 degree. But to give me 83% partial through this wind, I mean, like, I think I could throw it out to like 85. That lie. Dang. The partials cut through the wind quite a bit. Are we playing anything here? I'm playing maybe like left edge. Oh, good. I saw a little bit of break in it, had enough pace to keep it inside the hole. Okay. Let's get our act together here. We played really well in round 1. Couple of mistakes here in round 2 have been problematic thus far. Now, I can't play... Actually, you can go over these trees, can't you? Yeah. Let's do it. This is what I should have done the first round. This is what I should have done the first round. Because this just shortens the hole so much. And leaves you with an actual look at it. Whereas what I did the first round is I played out to the fairway, tried to make it like the normal 3-shotter, and I hit the trees and took par. So now with this, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking, because this should go a little bit past and then maybe sizzle a little bit. Hop, little spin back. Yeah, that is just like infinitely better. That is just like infinitely better. Cordy, thank you for the follow. Adrian, welcome back. Yo. I guess the alerts are delayed. I don't know where the Twitch alert is. This is playing down, giving it just a little punch. Just a little punch. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. But I think this is gonna be nice. Oh, I could have given it that extra punch. 9-footer. That's a lot of break. That's a lot of break. A little bit less at the hole, but still gonna have some in it. So ball's drifting below the feet. You roll it, it's turning, then it flattens out. Just under. That was a little bit push open too, to be honest. That was a little bit push open. I needed to square that putt up a little bit more. Front pin. I don't think there's a world in which we go for this. Just need to be smart. I'm gonna take 5-iron. Because this is even more down the hill, so I'm sure if I take 4-iron, I'm probably giving myself pretty far in. Ooh. It's playing me at 92%, partial in the wind, slight uphill. I'm gonna go out to 93. Going out to 93. It's not bad, I don't know why I gave so much to the wind when the wind is more in the face than anything. Alright, anywho. Let's try and make a putt. Looks like it's staying below my feet the whole time. So maybe starting on like a pretty shallow line here, but by mid-putt, starting to break towards the hole. That just holds. Wow. Break was behind. I just saw a little bit more in it. I mean, I'll take missing that on the high side, but you know, I'd just love to be a little bit closer on it, to be honest. Alright, cannot go straight at it. So this is gonna be like last time, I think just a simple little hybrid. Could maybe have gone, ooh, that's close. Could maybe have gone with the 4-iron there. Maybe I gotta choke the hybrid. Maybe I gotta choke the hybrid, that seems good. I'm gonna go here. feel like that goes left. Now this is 75 yards. Oh, it's playing a pitch shot. No, I don't want to play a pitch. I think we've got to... we gotta try and figure this out. 75, it's probably playing more like 80. So let's just play it to the 80 and like feel like that's the play. Because I have to be cautious. I can't afford to be short and roll it down the hill, so like I have to play it in a way where we're here. These short yardage partial shots are definitely as funky as it gets. It's moving left to right. I mean, you're getting it out there, but you got to get to the fall line, which honestly the fall line is probably more out here. Turn. It's actually not all that bad. It's pretty close. A little bit too far out to the side, but it definitely breaks down the hill there. Okay, come on. 2 holes to play. Par 3 where they've got us aiming in the completely wrong spot. Absolutely love that. Alright, downhill playing. That's where it's going to put the wind in our face a little bit more. Playing 134. Maybe 132 on this club, and then you let that come in at you. 130. Oh, this is so awkward. This is so awkward. 111. 111, 111, 111. Playing like 120. Playing like 113. But I feel like if you knuckleball this feels like my best bet. That was like the worst shot, like mechanically, that I've hit in a while, but the shot's gonna turn out all right. I don't know what just transpired on my thumb, but we'll take it. We will take it. Okay, last time we took this shot, we ran long, so I'm gonna take 3-wood, give it the old overpower to squeeze it out there. But I'm not putting myself in a crappy side hill lie. I want to give myself a chance to throw one up here for a birdie. Yeah, what's going on, Slim? Welcome back. Give it just a little bit of loft and spin. Kind of try and control our distance here just a touch. Could have played that a little bit more out to the right. That's okay, because this is going to be perfectly placed. All right, 5-footer to get to 23 under through 2. Just hammer it straight up and in. All right, second round. You know, we had 2 bogeys to kind of end there, 18 into 1 back-to-back bogeys, but we steadied the ship. We definitely missed some makeable putts. We made some less than makeable putts, and through 2 rounds here, we're playing pretty dang good. So it's been a nice return to plat, or not plat. We haven't returned to plat yet. We're technically qualified for it. We just haven't played it. It's been a nice return to TrueSim. It has been a nice return to TrueSim for sure. So yeah, we're sitting at 23 under. I mean, Scud and Sloaner sitting at 27, but I will happily take the 23. Cat's good, Slim. Cat's good. Always looking for some love. And look at that, 12.9 foot proximity, 50% medium, and 46% long. So like this is It's the 8 missed medium putts that have kind of killed us here, right? That should still be a higher number on, like, 46% long on TrueSim is great. This is still the hard part, but there, some stuff that was pretty dang difficult to read. But I'll take it. Third place through 2. I know it's only Monday. We'll see how it holds up as the week goes on, but I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know TrueSim is a little bit slower, little bit more involved in terms of us reading things, but yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that. We're gonna be, at least for the time being here, we're gonna be playing TrueSim. So we'll feel it out over the next number of weeks. If it doesn't hit home with people, then it doesn't hit home with people, and that's okay. But I enjoy the TrueSim. That was fun to play again. I'll have to balance the stream so that it's like a little bit earlier. Definitely playing TrueSim a little bit later than I want to because it's 11:30 here. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Now we have 3 more streams this week. We'll be back normal time, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as well. Normal stream schedule is Monday through Thursdays, right around 8 p.m. Eastern. We get started live on Twitch and twice on YouTube. So if that, whichever one's your cup of tea, that's where you'll find us. If you are new and you enjoyed, drop a follow, drop a YouTube sub so you can make your way back here pretty easily. And drop a like on the YouTube stream if you enjoyed. Helps me out immensely. But yeah, we're going to go and find somebody to host. And then I'm a skedaddle. And we'll run it back tomorrow. We're going to play 3 and 4 of TrueSim. And then Wednesday, we will start our journey into the Platinum Tour. We'll play rounds 1 and 2 on Wednesday night. And then we'll kind of feel it out from there. If we make the cut, we've got content for Thursday. If not, still golfing. It just won't be plat. But you know what? Let's go and say hello to USN. He's not normally on this late. He's doing some community night alt shot stuff, hanging out with his community. He's good people. I trust him with you guys. Money Mac, thank you for the follow. I don't know why Streamlabs is not. Something's up with Streamlabs. I'm not getting alerts. So if anybody followed or subbed, I greatly appreciate it. I promise I'm not ignoring it. It's just not coming through on my end. So yeah, go say hi to Barrett. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday nights. Tuesday's coming. Did you bring your coat? And yeah, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Good night. Bye.